Hello, and welcome to Modern Skills in English. Today, we're exploring a question that is on every student's mind. How do you use AI tools for your studies without losing your ability to think for yourself?
I'm so glad we're talking about this. I have a big history essay due next week, and I just know that I could go to an AI, type in the essay question, and get a pretty good answer in about 30 seconds.
That option is always there now.
It is, and part of my brain, the tired part, really wants to do it. It feels efficient. But another part of me feels sick about it, like I'd be a fraud. It feels like I'm not learning, I'm just managing information. What's the point of me being here studying if a machine can just generate the answer? I'm worried my brain is getting lazy.
That feeling of being a fraud is the real starting point. It tells you something important. Most students believe the question is, should I use AI or not? They think it's a choice between honesty and efficiency.
Exactly. Do I do the hard work and learn, or do I take the shortcut and get the grade?
But that's a trap. It makes the technology feel like an enemy. The real problem isn't the AI, it's the way we approach it. We see it as an answer machine, when we should be seeing it as a thinking partner.
A thinking partner? What does that even mean? It just gives you answers.
Only if you ask it for answers. Let's look at the first common mistake students make. They get an assignment, and the first thing they ask the AI is for the answer. Write an essay about the social impact of the printing press.
Yes, because that's what I need, an essay.
And the AI gives you one. The transaction is over. You copy it, maybe change a few words, and you're done. But your brain has done zero work. You've outsourced the entire thinking process.
So I learned nothing. I just became a delivery person for the AI's ideas.
Exactly. Now imagine a different approach. Instead of asking the AI for the final answer, you use the AI to help you ask better questions. The goal is not to get an essay from the AI, but to start a conversation with it.
What kind of conversation?
You could start by asking, I'm studying the printing press. What are 2 or 3 common misconceptions people have about this topic?
Oh, that's different. I wouldn't get an essay from that. I'd get ideas to think about.
Precisely. Or you could ask, what are the most surprising long-term consequences of the printing press that most students miss? You are using the AI to make the topic more interesting and complex in your own mind. You are using it to probe for deeper insights.
So I'm not asking it to do the work. I'm asking it to help me find the most interesting work to do.
You are. You are directing its power. You are saying, don't give me the fish. Help me find the best place to go fishing. This keeps your brain in the center of the process. You are the one who is curious. You are the one who is in control.
Okay, that makes some sense. But what about when I actually have to start writing? I'm not good at starting. I stare at the blank page. The fear is real. My ideas are always messy and incomplete.
That fear of the blank page is why many students turn to AI for a perfect outline or a beautifully written first paragraph. It feels safe to start with something that already sounds smart.
It does. It gives me confidence.
But it's a dangerous kind of confidence. It makes you dependent on the AI structure. You never develop that essential, difficult skill of creating order from chaos. You learn how to edit someone else's thinking, but you never learn how to build your own.
So what's the alternative? How do I get started without asking for a perfect outline?
You start with your own messy idea. You embrace the fact that it is not perfect. In fact, you give your imperfect idea to the AI on purpose.
Why would I do that?
Because you are going to ask the AI to help you make it better. Instead of saying, give me an outline, you say, here is my starting premise for my essay. Please critique it.
You want me to give the AI my bad idea? That feels vulnerable.
It is, but learning is vulnerable. So you write down your simple, maybe even wrong idea. For your history essay, you might write, my main idea is that the printing press was good for everyone in society.
Okay, that's a very simple idea. My teacher would say it's not very deep.
Exactly. And now you ask the AI, critique this premise. What are its biggest weaknesses? For which groups of people was the printing press actually a negative development? Find evidence that might contradict my main point.
Wow, so I'm asking the AI to actively disagree with me. I'm telling it to break my idea.
You're telling it to pressure test your idea. The AI becomes a sparring partner. It shows you the weak spots in your thinking before your professor does. You are still the one thinking, but you are using the AI to refine that thinking, to make it stronger and more complex. You are in a dialogue, not a dictation.
This is a huge shift. My goal is no longer to get a perfect start from the AI. My goal is to use the AI to find the flaws in my own messy start.
And in doing so, you learn. The process is yours. The final argument is truly yours, built from your own improved thinking.
Okay, so I can use it to ask better questions and to critique my own first ideas. But what about research? It's so fast for finding facts and information. Isn't that a good use of its power?
It seems like it. Many people think AI is a fantastic research assistant because it can summarize long articles or give you quick facts.
And it is. It saves hours of reading.
It does save time, but there are two hidden dangers. First, AI models can be confidently wrong. They can hallucinate and present false information as fact. If you rely on it as your only source, you risk building your entire argument on something that isn't true.
I've heard about that. It's scary.
The second danger is more subtle. Even if the facts are correct, facts without context are just trivia. True learning, deep understanding, comes from seeing how different ideas connect, clash, and form a bigger picture. Getting a simple summary from an AI often strips away that rich context. You get the information, but you miss the understanding.
So what should I do? Read everything the old, slow way?
Not necessarily. You can use the AI, but not as a fact finder. Use it as a perspective generator.
What's a perspective generator?
Let's say you have done some basic reading about the printing press. You have the main facts. Now, instead of asking the AI to summarize more, you ask it to adopt a personality. You could ask, explain the impact of the printing press from the perspective of a 15th century king who wants to control his people.
Okay.
And then you ask, now explain the impact of the same printing press from the perspective of a revolutionary thinker who wants to spread new ideas.
I see. It's the same topic, the same facts, but through a different lens.
Exactly. You could even say, imagine you are an economist. Analyze the economic effects. Now imagine you are a sociologist. Analyze the social effects. By using the AI to generate these different viewpoints, you are not just collecting facts, you are building a complex, three-dimensional understanding in your own mind. Your final argument will be far more interesting and robust because you have considered the topic from multiple angles.
So the AI isn't the source of truth. It's a tool for imagining other truths, other ways of seeing. That way, I'm the one who compares them and builds my own final conclusion.
Now you're thinking like a modern learner.
This all sounds really good. It makes sense. Using AI to probe for questions, to critique my ideas, to see new perspectives. But I have to be honest, it also sounds slow.
Slower than just copying an answer, yes.
The whole reason people are so excited about AI is speed. My friends are using it to finish their homework in 30 minutes. If I use it this way, this thoughtful way, aren't I putting myself at a disadvantage? They'll be done and relaxing while I'm still in a deep dialogue with a chatbot. It feels like I'm choosing the hard path on purpose.
It might feel that way, but what are you at university to do? Is your goal to complete tasks, or is it to build a mind that can think for itself?
Well, to build my mind, obviously, but you still have to get the work done. There are deadlines.
Of course, and this method will also be fast once it becomes a habit. But think about it like this. Your friends are using the AI like a taxi. They tell it the destination, the finished essay, and they get taken there. They arrive quickly, but they have no idea how they got there. They didn't learn the route.
And what am I doing?
You are using the AI like a very advanced map. You are still the driver. You are making the decisions. You are learning the landscape. The first few journeys might be slower, but soon you will know the city so well that you won't even need the map for most things. Your friends will always need the taxi.
So their speed is an illusion. They are fast at finishing one task, but I'm getting faster at the actual skill of thinking.
Exactly. They are training the AI, you are training your brain. The goal of using these tools isn't just to finish the assignment. The assignment is just the exercise. The real goal is to use the tool in a way that makes you smarter, more creative, and more critical at the end of the process.
So the whole mental model needs to change. I've been seeing it as a competition, my brain versus the AI, and the AI is always going to win. It's smarter than me.
But it's not a competition. Think of it as a collaboration. The AI is like a sparring partner to a gym. The partner is strong, fast, and knows many moves you don't. The purpose of the training session is not to beat the partner.
The purpose is for the session to make me stronger. Precisely.
The AI is just the equipment. You are the one building the mental muscle.
So when I sit down to do my essay, my first step isn't to get an answer from the AI. It's to start with my own messy, simple premise.
Yes. And then what?
Then I ask the AI to critique it, to show me where I'm wrong, to find information that might contradict my idea.
And if you feel stuck or your idea feels too simple?
I can use it to probe deeper. I can ask it to show me the topic from different perspectives, so my own argument becomes more complete and robust.
And who is doing the thinking in that process?
I am, the whole time. The AI is just responding to my thinking. It's like the smartest rubber duck in the world. I'm just talking to it to clarify my own thoughts.
And that's the secret.
I feel less anxious now. It's not a threat to my brain. It's not a magic trick for getting good grades without working. It's just a tool. A really powerful, strange, new kind of tool.
And the skill, as with any tool, is not in owning it. It's in learning how to use it well.
My brain versus the AI? It was never a competition.
It was always a collaboration. Hello, everyone. We hope that shift in thinking felt as useful to you as it did to us. If there's another challenge or confusion you're facing in your studies, please share it in the comments below. We'd love to explore it with you in a future episode.